Hi guys, and welcome back to another day in the life with myself, Mitch Nunn, property investor and developer. And I'm going to take you today on a very exciting trip. We're going to meet Ben Davison. And if you're into boxing, you'll know exactly who that is. If you're not, Ben Davison is the former boxing trainer for Tyson Fury and more recently Anthony Joshua, and he's invited me to his performance centre in Harlow to mentor him and his brother about HMOs. So that's where we're going, and I'm going to take you on this journey. So I've been creating content now consistently for about 2 years, and it's definitely opened some doors for me because I have raised finance off the back of it. I've also done various one-to-ones. I've done HMO workshops in London to provide education to a room of 50 people. And it does definitely open doors, but really it's only taken until now, 2 years later, to really start opening some doors. And I say that because I've just set up an SPV with a joint venture investor on an equity basis, and that's going to be an 8-figure partnership. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also today I've been invited to meet Ben Davison to educate them and him and his brother on getting into HMOs. So it really does open doors. So what I would say to someone that's, I guess, apprehensive about creating content or remaining consistent with content, you've really got to do it because it does really, really open doors for you. So just stick at it. Sessions, yeah. Yeah.
Get into a level, use it for sparring.
Yeah. Cool. Could you imagine? I moved to say, you're going to take your gear? Went, nah. Yeah. Just come out of a meeting with Ben. Yeah, it went really, really well. Really, the meeting was to establish how I can help them build a high cash flowing HMO portfolio. We're going to be working together in the future. We're going to work on a location, find a location to sort of focus on, and the guys have got enough capital to really go at it and build something meaningful. So I'm going to be helping them along the way. We're going to be establishing an area, and sort of I'll hold their hand through that whole process until the guys are fully confident in, creating these high-end HMOs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working with them. The fact that I'm really passionate about boxing as well, it's one of my big passions. Yeah, it's going to be fun working with them, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So the main points we sort of spoke about in the meeting is how to find your investment location. I think a lot of people struggle with that. So I put together like a location scorecard for the HMO Academy, and there's a criteria that I would sort of work towards, which would help you locate a region or an area to invest in. And a few of the points are, if you're going to be doing BRR HMO developments, I definitely recommend you want to be within an hour of your home. But again, I'll caveat with the fact that if you are, if you've got a really good build team, architect, etc., that are going to manage the site, then again, it could be further away because it's going to be, less time and management from your side. Again, I would recommend a non-Article 4 area, so you can go straight to a 6-bed under permitted development. That will reduce your planning risk. I'd also recommend trying to find a location where the houses are the right price point, i.e., you know, if you're going to be doing, you know, 6, 7 or 8 bed, I'd suggest it's obviously going to be area specific, but you need to be getting the house to the right price point. And then also getting the right type of stock. So, you know, we always look for like a Victorian style house, which is much bigger. So like a 1900s house, sort of 12, 13 to 1400 square foot. Whereas obviously we want to be moving away from the 1950s, sort of 1,000 square foot house. Not to say that it's impossible, but it's just going to make it a lot easier. But again, you know, these are certain points to look for. Obviously, you're not going to be able to achieve all of those. So there needs to be some form of compromise, because again, you might get the right price point, but it might be a 1950s house. There might be a variation of those certain points. Obviously, if you can achieve all of those, you know, that's going to be a great area to invest in. So what I'm saying is there might need to be some compromise to establish the area and to ensure that's a good investment area. So, you know, really, that are sort of points I would look for. Really, what I'm going to look to do with the guys is we're going to establish an area and we're going to find a sweet spot for them in terms of house price. We're going to work on the build cost, and also we're going to get some local knowledge and information on the yields that are being achieved in this new investment area and what we can expect GDV wise on like a commercial valuation. And then we can start to work back what we can then look to buy a property for and also spend on the build costs. So that's going to be our first task really. And then obviously once the guys locate a property and obviously purchase a property, I'm obviously then going to hold their hand through the construction process and also on the refinance. Yeah, as I said, really looking forward to working with the guys. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.